Alright guys, welcome to day 2 of Hot Pit Auto Fest. Got our little Corvette in the background here. Smallest pit, but biggest dreams here. But yeah, looking forward to a good day. This is game day, got it all to play for. I think we got a chip draw this morning and then into sudden death or top 32, things like that. So there's a whole bunch going on. I still don't think we've got the perfect setup, but I don't think anybody really has the perfect setup. It's kind of hard. You don't want to slip your car up too much and be slow. You don't want to grip your car up too much and have the other issues. So it's just sort of, it's challenging with the lower power stuff. When I say lower power, I do have like 650 horsepower now, but on a bank course like this, with pretty decent tires, you know, obviously with grippier tires would be even more of an issue, but the car's reasonably pretty well hooked up, and I'm running out of power basically on the bank to where I'd like to be. And basically because my car still is standard diff and shafts and all that sort of stuff, where I should be like giving it big clutch kicks and really like lighting the tires off, I sort of can't really do that because I don't want to break it. So I'm just sort of driving with that in mind, trying to basically keep, my main thing is keep the car together. To be first you got to finish. So obviously today in battles we'll potentially get in situations where we'll have to beat it up a little bit more, but hopefully she'll hold together. The clutch isn't a crazy clutch, so in theory it should hold together, but I also really don't know enough about Corvettes, to be honest with you. So I'm going to try and treat it as nice as I can and try and get the car through the weekend, obviously in one piece. So yeah, enjoy it with us guys. Let's try and take away a win. At very least a win in the championship would just be amazing. Yeah, see how we go. All right, so I know there's been something that has been bugging some of the people watching my videos, and a lot of people have got bugged by my wobbly handbrake.
It's a little inappropriate. I'm
not putting it on PBM because it's old. Like, it's been, before I bought this car, this was in here, and it was wobbly when I got it. So I don't know whether they just didn't install it right or whatever, but it's definitely bugged Tommy watching any of the videos, seeing my handbrake wobble around. And at the end of the day, it's a liability, right? It can fail, it potentially fail just because it's been wobbling around and wearing on parts that shouldn't have been wearing. So yeah, we're finally getting a new mechanism bit or a whole new handle?
New handle with some fresh bearings in it.
Fresh bearings.
It's a thrust bearing instead of a ball bearing. So
love a good thrust.
Exactly. I knew you'd like that.
Yeah. I think other than that, we're good.
Good morning.
Kevin's here, all the way from Canada.
Actually, I was gone for a week and a half and I'm right back here.
Yeah. So yeah. That's all I know. Is it not even coming off?
Oh, it is. Bolts are like pretty tight, but
oh, at least it wasn't coming off, right?
At least it didn't break the nut off or something.
All right.
So I was like, might need an emergency 8mm bolt just in case, but it's all good.
All right. What are you doing?
So
motorbike's fixed.
Motorbike's fixed stuff.
Key point.
Don't push tyre irons into the tyres with flat tubes in it. It doesn't work.
Rookie. So I've been over the car this morning, Mike. What did we tighten up? Header bolts,
Adjusted some spark plug wires, topped off the fluids.
Yeah, so other than that, we're good to go. We've got the lower profile tires we're going to go out and practice on, the higher profile tires for battles. Now we have a tricky battle on our first one. We got Kyle Mohan. Kyle's lines are interesting. Some places super shallow, some places he angles up, so honestly, it's not going to be an easy battle. I think we got it anyway, but I just like, it's dealing with the weird things he's doing in front is going to be what decides that battle for us. So we're going to get some practice now, probably use 4 tires, and that leaves us 4 for battles, leaves us 8 for battles, which isn't enough still, so we still got to work that situation out, see if we can't find some more Vitors. And hopefully lower temperatures today as well. There is a possibility of rain, so that's going to mix things up quite a bit. I don't believe I've driven on the Vitors in the wet yet, so hopefully they're good in the wet. You know, I'm kind of impartial. I don't mind rain, so if it rains, that's not the end of the world for me, as long as I get a practice lap in the rain and then I can go out and rip. So we will see. Handbrake's fixed, or not fixed perfect, but it's better than it was. So big thanks to PBM guys for sorting that out. So other than that, we're ready to send it. Car's ready, I'm ready. Go and get some practice laps and see how it feels. People. That's not my people. There's one. There's one. Alrighty. They're your people. They're your people.
No, is this an Australian thing?
No. Hell no.
This is why California is so strict, because we got a lot of these dudes. They ruin it.
I don't get it. That's right. They're fucking Adams people.
That's what he said. I said.
That's what I said. They were Odie's people.
You don't know me. I publicly.
No, I saw you a video to try and throw people off the trail. I saw that, but we know you're about it.
I've never had two-step on a car.
You're sitting in a car that's got two-step-ish. Anti-lag, two-step, same.
Let's do it.
Oh, they're your people.
My people.
Your people. Alright, they're Colette's people.
So clean, fast on the edge like it's just a dream. Smoke in the air, tires scream. Feeling alive, yeah, we're on that beam. Turned up the bass, see the tires burn. Slide through the curve, feeling every turn. Hands on the wheel, keeping it smooth. Got that flow, yeah, got that groove. Can't slow down, this is my show. Drifting on, let that motion flow. Drifting low, we ride so clean. Fast on the edge like it's just a dream. Smoke in the air, tires scream. Feeling alive, yeah, we're on that beam. Drifting low, we ride so clean. Fast on the edge like it's just a dream. Smoke in the air, tires scream. Feeling alive, yeah, we're on that beam. Left, right, let the wheels decide. Pulling through like a magic ride. Crowd goes by, we're feeling good.
Happy with that?
Yeah,
Ready to go?
ready to rip. Practice went well, I guess. I'm back on the bigger tyres. Just got to pedal it. It's hard. I'm going to have to like pedal it because I don't want to wear the tyres out. But it's a lot colder now, so it might help the tyres.
Are we going to have to hose these tyres down every run?
If we can, I don't know if they'll let us, but I reckon go over there. If we can spray them between the runs,
Yeah.
it wouldn't hurt.
Try and
Just
soften
real
up.
quick.
Yeah. Let's do it. Watch him struggle to get out of the car.
Oh, that's not that bad. Wait, sick run, dude.
It went off?
It says no data. It just happened now.
Hey, take it off and put it back on. Something else. When the catch can went in and knocked all the wires out again.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I don't know what to say. Car is broken. it sucks. I put it in the wall. The guy just, same, unfortunately with Blaze, I battled him last time, and it was not the same situation, but a very similar situation. He's completely offline, then because he's completely offline, he jumps on the brake to try and correct his line, but when you're on the correct line behind, you end up stuck in a shitty position, and that's where I got stuck here. And unfortunately, I just caught the very end of the wall, and it's like a sharp end of the wall, and the Corvette being the Corvette and me having it still was like a street car, right? So it still has all the metal in the rear end, you know, and unfortunately it has a giant metal bar like a freaking truck on the back here, and the wall has caught the end of that, and yeah, unfortunately it's bent the back of the chassis to some extent. Like the rails are actually across a little bit. I don't know, I'm sure it can be pulled straight, you know, it's the back half. I'm sure it can be pulled straight. Front of the car actually seems to be pretty good, other than wiring. Basically it's chewed up and killed basically the factory ECU on the Corvette is located right, yeah. So yeah, factory ECU on a Corvette sits under where I had the Holly, and that's the stock position. So it's like I kept it there because there's not really much you can do about it. That's where it sits. And unfortunately, it came off and went under the car after I hit the wall and got chewed up. We tried, but yeah, it was, you know, look, that's not happening.
Though I gotta say, I've seen so many crashes like that, people totaling their cars, and you managed to like save the car, which is amazing. I have a video.
Yeah, so I've broken a field coilover, I've bent the LCA and the upper arm on the Just Engineering, and I think I've bent maybe a rear arm as well.
Yeah, your rear looks a bit backed up.
A rear, like
the whole wheel is backed up.
Yeah, no, yeah, but that might be because of the I don't know.
All the corners twisted. Yeah.
No, I'd have to have a look. We know definitely the back of the car's across a little bit, so that's sucky. My headlight's gone. My headlight bucket. That's just freaking annoying. Oh, that was my one that was already...
No, your left one was fucked up.
Oh, my left one was stuck.
So now
God damn it.
Both are fucked up.
So the bucket. So we might think of a better solution for those buckets. To be fair, most people just get rid of all the fiberglass in the engine bay and just make metal brackets for everything, which is probably the way to go. I've just hadn't needed it yet, I guess. It'd been keeping it pretty streetable, pretty street-like anyway. So yeah, everything's fixable. It's money.
You made a good contact though.
Huh?
You made a good contact today though for the car.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So, well, the plan is still, I guess, to go to the Los Angeles, and they were going to be fixing this car right up and making it look really nice. I've made their job it's a little bit harder now.
Just a little bit.
But with that said, I think they're like pretty capable people,
equipped.
Right? Like
they're equipped, and they just hired a fab guy that does roll cages and everything. So he's definitely going to be able to do like tube front end or like bash bars front and rear. They have contacts for, you know, pulling the chassis if it needs to be pulled. So, like you said, we gave them more work, but it's not something they can't do. And I know the bunch of the students are here. We're here to watch Luke, and there was like 30 students, and they're really stoked to get their hands on this car. So I'm gonna take it to the Los Angeles tomorrow, and we're gonna fix this car up good as new.
So yeah, I'll be basically getting on to everybody that helps out with the car. I know Just Engineering, I have a spare front set of arms. They're just at my buddy Max's house. Odie's here, field coilovers. Like, all I need to do is replace the arms in the front, and the front will be up, and replace the arms and put a coilover in, and the front will be sweet. The front looks straight. Like, I did have contact with the front, but I think the suspension, as strong as the Just Engineering's been, it bent at the right time and saved the chassis, which is exactly what it's meant to do. Like, it's all well and good to have the strongest arms in the world, but they're better off having them collapse in that situation and save the chassis. So I think that's what it's done. I had a good look at the front. The front looks straight. You know what I mean? I did get in with the front, but I didn't get in that bad. Rear definitely copped a big hit. I literally hit the end of the wall. If I'd have been in like an inch or two, it wouldn't have snagged the wall. Or if I just had more time, I guess, with the Corvette, one of the things I badly wanted to do for the back of this car is cut the end of the rails off and put tube in there to have some flex in the rear of the car. And unfortunately, when you have street cars, it is just something that does come and bite you in the butt. You know, you've got all factory bumpers, factory Rios, all the factory stuff in there that doesn't give. It really does not give. I felt it through my body, that bang on the wall. And I was like, oh, we're going in here. And there's sort of no way to... I tried like hell to save the front out of the wall, but I couldn't. So yeah, it was just, it is what it is. Sucks, really sucks. Yeah. LukeFink.com. Grab some merch. We're gonna need some money to fix this. Yay. But with that said, I gotta thank everybody that supported this year. Drift Runner, major sponsor, supporting big time. Prisma was like the silver sponsor, I guess. Not only helped me out here, but Japan and Australia with seats and, you know, stuff like that. So an amazing partner to have. And then, well, obviously out here on the
Magnuson.
Well, yeah, Magnuson obviously, but we're out here on the Vitors, doing what we can. And yeah, Magnuson and the boys coming to help out.
Are we in a cuddle puddle right now? Are we in a cuddle puddle of sorrows?
You know how you wrecked the back of your car and then you were like, I need to do a tube rear on it?
You got a tube
I'm
front.
that guy. No, front's good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Back not good.
That's worse than this?
Yeah, this is just arms.
This is the worst.
This is just arms.
Oh, this is just your arms.
Yeah, that's what was connected to my ECU.
I love that
dragging under my car.
I love that Chevy puts the computer right there. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, look, it is what it is. Annoying.
Forced upgrades.
You know,
Look good out there though.
Yep. So, got second in the championship. That's good. I'd prefer not second and not broken car.
But we got both.
We did get both. We got second in a broken car. Are you going to give me that footage where I spoke to you about that Los Angeles and all that? Cool. I don't need to talk about that. Yeah, she's loaded. She yeah.
She doesn't look the best.
She doesn't look the best. This is nah. Not
ideal.
This is definitely nah. You know what would make me feel better? We'll put a car cover on it.
Right now.
Yeah.
We're going to.
Yeah.
I'll take it off before I leave with it tomorrow.
Yeah. You could probably drive with that on, honestly, but well, the tire's down. You'll work it out. Yeah. All right, it's the day after now. We've had some time to think over things and all that sort of stuff. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night. We got enough. Had some Starbucks this morning. Had an argument with the Starbucks people because yesterday, I don't know, there's the thing in, I don't know if it's a California thing or whatever, but the last 2 days we'd gone there, they half filled, well, the last 3 days we've been there, they half filled our cappuccinos. They're trying to tell us that there's I guess a foamy cappuccino and there is apparently such thing as a wet cappuccino. Basically, they filled up half a large cup was filled up with foam. And they're like, oh yeah, that's a thing. And I'm like, that's definitely not a thing. 41 years old, I've been drinking coffee all my life. Never in my life heard of a wet cappuccino or a cappuccino where it's, you know, they charge you tons of money for a tiny drink. So anyway, that rant aside, I guess looking at the situation with the Corvette and everything, obviously we ended up coming away second in the championship, so that's really cool. I think we could have done better, but it's yeah, it is what it is. We also ended up getting Rookie of the Year, which was kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know, I feel really weird about it. So I gave the steering wheel to Mikey. So Mikey's got a new steering wheel for his BMW. He's now Rookie of the Year. Rookie crew member of my team for the year. There you go. Because it's your first time at a race with me, right? Oh wait, no, you've been to race. Oh, he came to LZ events, so he's not technically a rookie. Maybe most improved. Most improved, yeah. Yeah, better attitude. And I ended up getting a hardest charger award. So that was cool. I appreciate that one because it was all voted by the other drivers and stuff. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, so going forward towards getting the car fixed. The kind of cool thing about Corvettes and the reason I ended up choosing a Corvette, obviously I thought the Corvette was cool, yada, yada, yada. But then when I looked into prices to fix things on a Corvette, they're actually pretty good. Headlights, like I'm seeing them anywhere between $200 and $400 for a pair of C6 headlights in good condition. The wide body is either going to be 945 or the guys from Lost Souls, who are going to be taking care of repairing the car, will be actually making their own version of a C6 wide body. I'll go into more depth with the Lost Souls group at some point in the future when I'm over in LA. I got a little bit of time to go check out their whole setup and chat with them.
It's going to be a trip to that shop.
Yeah, yeah, so they're already asking. They've already asked Ross. Cool. They've already offered Ross a job.
I needed about 5 months filled next year, and they've gone, let's see what we can do. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, so they do a lot of like paint, panel, and all that sort of stuff. But they're getting into all kinds of fibers.
Yeah.
And they had a G35 bonnet there, which was sick. Like to me, like I'm not an expert on fibers like Ross is, so he was pointing out that they've done certain things to like.
Well, they were asking advice, really.
Hide imperfections, but these are students that are doing it. But to me,
there's
like,
nothing wrong with it. The job was mint.
So it was a carbon fiber bonnet, and then they basically molded a G35 hood, and then molded vents into it. Well, not molded vents into it, made vents, but then done a full its own mold.
They've customized the mold.
Customized,
then the part comes out as one piece, so it's structurally better than what the standard bonnet would have been.
Yeah, and they'd done a carbon fiber, but then they'd done in the inlays, like the vents were actually crushed carbon, which I thought was super cool.
Yeah.
Which the expert here pointed out that that's a good way to hide
it's a bit of a cheater's
imperfections in your lay.
It makes the lay easier.
Like to anybody that's not a full-blown carbon fiber nerd or a fiber nerd, like custom fiber parts over here. Yeah. I thought it looked pretty sick. So.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's a different way of doing things, and I'm all about different. I like doing different stuff, and doing chopped fiber in vents, like you don't see it at first until you actually look at it, and then you look at it, you're like, that's really cool.
You know, I think it'd be even cool if you've seen people do stuff like that, but then they put some flake in the carbon fiber clear, or they use carbon fiber that has.
I've actually seen crushed diamonds put into molds and stuff before.
Yeah, I'm not going to be doing crushed diamonds or anything, but
it's pretty fancy.
Imagine that you crash and someone just takes off with your parts.
Take
the diamond parts. But yeah, so they've got some pretty cool ideas. As much as I did want to be full-blown street car, I think we're going to go down the more like race car-ish route now with the Corvette. But luckily it's America and my car's registered in Florida to this man's address. So
he's got it covered.
I'm Florida man. I'm going to do what I want to my car. As long as it's got lights that work, I'm legal. It's pretty much it for Florida, right?
Lights and seatbelt. That's it, isn't it?
Is seatbelt even a thing probably in Florida?
Only if they see you. I mean.
Only if they see you.
I like that.
Yeah, so Corvette's probably going to get a ton more rowdy, more race car-y, so I won't be able to use the street car excuse anymore because it still was the most basic car there. Like I still got carpet, stereo, the lot.
But I feel it's a lot more reliable now. Like we've eliminated a lot of problems.
Yeah, we've found them all.
We've found them all. The only problem we have left is the wiring.
And actually, one of the cool things, well, yeah, the wiring's definitely the last real issue.
The wiring is the biggest issue right now.
And the cooling is still not ideal, but that's a Corvette thing. But once we go rear radiator, that should hopefully start to eliminate that issue, because we're adding a ton of fluid to the system. The front of the Corvette's not good for getting air in it. Good for getting air in it if you're like circuit racing or something, but once you're drifting, you get no air into the front of those cars. Like and especially for me, I drive big angle everywhere. No air's going in the front at all. So that will be eliminated by going rear radiator. It's going to clear room in the front. We'll be able to add a bigger oil cooler and all that sort of stuff.
Stuff.
Exactly.
It's so much better.
So yeah, it's going to definitely help with all of those issues. We've got steps we need to deal with. Like I want to keep windows that go up and down and things like that. So they're sort of hurdles we'll need to tackle when we get there, because I don't want to go crazy race car where I don't have windows and stuff like that. You know, I still do want to drive this car on the road and do cool, fun stuff with it. So we'll see what ends up happening. I'm keen for it all to eventuate, but yeah, we're about to go wheeling.
On the day that we fly out.
Yeah, we're flying out today. He's been here for a month.
Yeah, I've forgotten my flight. I can't remember when I flew in. So it's
when you flew in.
When I flew in, yeah. I can't. I've been here that long. I've been Sand Hollow, I've been SEMA, I've been Baja, I've been Avondale, I've been so many different places, and it's getting to the point where I need to figure out whether I'm going to live here or not.
Well, he's already getting offered a job at Lost Souls. You've been offered plenty of jobs since you've been here, though. But yeah, we'll keep you guys up to date with that. But for now, we're going to go
have some fun,
play with some forerunners around this local area here in this beautiful Airbnb we've at. But the area is all hilly around where we are, and
this area is ridiculous, dude.
The boys like to get a bit rowdy.
Turn up the bass, see the tires burn. Slide through the curve, feeling every turn. Hands on the wheel, keeping it smooth. Got that flow, yeah, got that groove. Can't slow down, this is my show. Drifting wild, let that motion flow. Drifting low, we ride so clean. Fast on the edge like it's just a dream. Smoke in the air, tires scream. Feeling alive, yeah, we're on that beam. Drifting low, we ride so clean. Fast on the edge like it's just a dream.